experience. Oh my God. I was watching our recording that we did just on my cell phone of the first night when we tried to do the pod.
On the couch?
On the couch. Jamie, thank God that didn't work out. Like,
oh, we would have been like on the janky train.
Oh, yeah. It was bad. Like, we look bad. We're both like super shiny. That was also I was like, I'm
Vaseline.
I'm gonna put Vaseline on because normally I do it like during the day and it looks fine, but like on camera, I was like, it looked like I had been splashed in the face with water. Like, and also we just looked like sickly. Like, I was like, were we okay that night? Oh, and the way we were talking and like camera angle, we both had like 3 chins. Like, I was like, thank the Lord this is never seeing the light of day. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. No, never. It's terrible.
That'd be funny.
Why would you put Vaseline on? We are some of the greasiest people that have ever lived, I think.
I wear Vaseline frequently, like just like during the day, and like no one ever.
That's crazy work.
No.
I would be one big cystic pimple expected that.
No, and I don't do like T-zone, but like here, and it just kind of
Don't you just use Illuminator?
No, I don't like a powdery. I don't know.
Like a cream one.
No, I don't wear it. Like, to be honest, I like don't wear a ton of makeup like usually, and so the Vaseline is nice because it's like skincare plus gives that like glowy, dewy skincare plus glowy. Yeah.
I don't know about Vaseline on the face. I don't know if that's skincare.
How it works for you, I would be like a full trail, a full place that I put it.
I think it looks
It's
good.
very like congesting. You don't really have acne prone skin though.
No.
Yeah.
When I'm having like a big hormonal shift.
Actually, the giant one here.
You didn't even notice. You have perfect skin.
You do have perfect skin.
Should I cut that?
Oh yeah, you're editing this one.
We're synced.
Ooh,
Close. I'm just finishing.
Does that mean that you're the alpha female? If yours started and now
To me at work.
Allie's the alpha.
No, I would be first because I'm just finished.
Oh, if you just finished, and are you on schedule or are you?
So mine comes this
Oh, right. Can't be synced. Is that a real thing? Have they studied that? I feel like I've seen them say, that's not true.
Oh no, that's true.
It's true.
I remember
Women in the same office can.
Yeah.
We had about 1 year before you moved out where me and Sarah
all
I
synced
got my
up.
First period, and we all synced up. And I remember
That's like sweet mother of
it
God.
literally was like a week of every month. It was like hell in the house.
Who was the alpha?
I thought you were Sarah because I was new. It was my first period ever.
Beta.
Did the mountain tremble?
Stop.
Did the Rockies shake beneath your feet?
So annoying.
They must have. With all 3 of you,
That's right.
Like a volcano erupts.
This is a good section. I'm excited. Just you white.
I wrote this last Sunday, so I actually don't even remember what it's about.
Good for you. I wrote this.
Because I knew I would have no time this week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I should have also thought of that, but I did not. So I wrote this 3 hours ago. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
I can see when you like resolve my comment.
You're like, oh, here she goes. There we are. Countdown 4 hours till showtime. Let's make this happen.
That was me last week.
Oh.
I was like, it's 6:20. I'm like, can you just give me 5 minutes?
I
just need 5 minutes. Okay. Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome to A Court of Books and Babes,
a podcast where 2 best friends review, react to, and rate our and soon to be your favorite fantasy books.
Speaking of favorite fantasy books, the one I'm reading right now is definitely in my top. I struggle to say top 3 because I feel like my top 5 are in my top 3, but it's so good. Alchemized, for anyone who hasn't read it, you must. It's like,
you're obsessed.
I'm obsessed. It is so good.
I was hoping you would finish it and that today I could come and be like, so can I take it now?
I'm
But
only halfway done.
it's fine.
Just
Next week.
over half. Well, I don't know. I've been so busy. I've been only reading like 1 or 2 chapters a night.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, work.
Right. Oh,
That inconvenience.
our day jobs really get in the way. Yeah. Is that the only one you have on the go? I feel like usually I talk to you and you're like, oh, I'm reading this and this and this.
Nope, just one.
Because
Because I'm like
so into it. Right. Yeah. When are you going to do that Mitch album?
I think on holiday because I'll take my Kindle.
Lovely. And it's like a nice, like, feel good.
Short.
Yeah.
If I don't finish Alchemized, I'll take Alchemized though too. I can't like leave it at home knowing that it's undone.
Oh my God. Yeah. Because I started Wolf King before we went on vacation. I was like, I have to bring it. I have to. And then I finished Wolf King on vacation. I was like, knowing that there was another one. Yeah. So then I was using credits and all kinds of stuff to buy it on Spotify, which like Spotify is terrible for that stuff because I would start it and it would start playing and then I'd fall asleep. And then it would you get listening hours instead of like a book credit or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
So then I would use up all my listening hours, but I was asleep. And so then I'd be like, you have to buy more listening hours. And I'm like, damn it, Jessica. Fuck.
Oh, no. But speaking of Wolf King, Wolf Queen Book 3 comes out September 2026.
Stop. We have a release date.
Well, if you can believe anything social media says.
Is it just the buzz or is it like the author and the publication house has like officially said?
I don't know. I didn't look. It just came up on my like, you might be interested in. And I was like,
in fact, I am.
I am very interested.
The algorithm.
How did you know?
Right. The algorithm was algorithming.
But Alchemized, so the way it's set up is like the first part of the book is you get what's happening right now. And then like part 2 comes and it's back before the first part of the book.
Oh, so the timeline jumps backwards.
Yes. It's so good. Oh my God.
Sometimes I struggle with that. Like I feel like I need stories that like keep momentum going. But like other times I'm okay with it.
But like both parts move your understanding forward. So it's not like, oh, it's so good.
I'm very excited to read this.
The MMC is like maybe like Zavander, like deeply disturbed.
Wounded, yeah.
Yes.
I like it.
Obviously, I'm
challenge accepted. Yeah.
Obviously, I'm like,
right up our alley.
But yeah, it's so good. And it is now that we're back in what happens before like part 1.
Right.
It is very like apocalyptic war zone. Ooh. But also now like more scientific. Like they don't call it chemistry, but it is like mixing compounds and it's like
right.
I don't know, there's a lot of like real stuff.
Right.
Like sciencey and like medical stuff mixed in with like obviously the alchemy and the magic. And,
interesting.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm really excited to read it. I'm like, very excited.
And I feel like I know what's going to happen, but then I don't know. Everyone's like, this book, it's like reading it is like a punishment by the end.
He said it ruins you because it's so sad.
And now I'm like, oh my God, who's going to die?
Right. And that's always it. When someone says it'll ruin you, you're like, great. Whose funeral am I attending?
I don't know who I hope it is that dies, but not hope, but like there isn't one. I kind of hope it's like a Romeo Juliet situation.
Oh,
because I'm like, how will they go on?
Right.
Even though they don't even like each other.
Oh, they're still in the enemies phase?
I don't know. I don't know. Yes, but also no. And it's weird because like, well, I can't say anything.
Don't give it away. I'm very excited.
It's like interesting.
Yeah, don't give it away.
Yeah.
I'm desperate to know, but I also don't tell me.
No, speaking of spoilers, Jacqueline in our group chat.
Oh my God.
I was like, hey, no spoilers here. WTF.
So our friend Jacqueline, who is also, she's a member of the court and possibly the fastest reader of the Maasverse that I've ever encountered. Like every time I talk to that girl, I feel like she's like, yeah, I finished 3 more books. And I'm like, it's been 7 days. Like, what do you mean? But anyways, she just started Crescent City, the first book, which I'm excited to have someone else to talk to about it. But then, yes, texted our group chat and
Rude.
accidentally let a little spoiler out. I know. But at least she didn't say like who. She was talking about someone dying, but like she didn't say who died.
Murder.
Moida most foul.
It's like, I can't believe those 2 people were murdered. I'm like,
Moided.
please don't text in this group.
Stop. Yeah. She was like, fuck. Pull the Jamie. Fuck. Well, anyway, so all the like, you know, Posh Spice, David Beckham, Brooklyn Beckham drama that's been coming out on social media, I was telling Andrew about it, and the whole time he's kind of acting a bit, and he does this, a bit holier than thou, like,
I can't believe you read them.
Right. Like, I always want to quote him
I
always want to quote that line Moira Rose says to, what's her husband's name? John. She's like, all right, John, be careful lest you suffer from vertigo from the dizzying heights of your moral superiority. And I always want to quote that to Andrew, but he wouldn't get it, although he also did like Schitt's Creek. Anyways, he's acting like a bit like, oh, well, and then I finish the story and he's like, yeah, I just don't really care about like Victoria Beckham and David Beckham. And I was like, oh, well, they just put out a statement, but I'm glad that you don't care, so I won't read it to you. And he was like, read it to me now. I was like, they didn't put out a statement. I lied. Like, I knew you would be so in it. Okay. Reading update from my end. I finished Brimstone.
Oh, and? Because last time you were like, I was at the part where I think people are like,
starting to check out a little bit. Yeah. So I would say my like take on the book is it feels incredibly disjointed. Yeah, like it feels like there's maybe 4 different plot lines that happen and they don't blend super well. Each of them is kind of interesting and fun on its own, but they kind of go nowhere. And so like the one plot line, you're like, all right, I'm invested in this. And then you're like, oh, that was just that was it, like truly. And then there was like and then there was like another one. I was like, where are we going with this? And then it's like, well, it's no longer relevant. Okay. Then
so they aren't unresolved, they just end.
I mean, who knows? Maybe in the next book, Callie Hart will bring them back.
Okay.
I'm thinking of, and I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll wait until you read it and we can talk about it a little bit more. But yeah, I'm thinking of like 3 in particular that I'm like, what about A, B, and C? Because it kind of just felt like that happened and it was a fun, interesting adventure. And now we're done with it. Which when you're reading like 1,000-page.
Is it 1,000?
I did it on Audible, so I'm not sure. But I feel like I've heard people say it's like 1,000 pages. It's a big book. When you're doing a massive story like that, like things need to feed into each other and support one another. Otherwise, again, it feels disjointed. The ending is a really great cliffhanger. I'll definitely read the next one.
Of course.
It's a cliffhanger / reveal, which is also cool. Ooh. Kind of like what they do with Fourth Wing, where it's like cliffhanger, what's going to happen. Like
Iron Flame.
Yes, totally. Also, whoa, they got married. Like, you know what I mean? They got married, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, at the end of the 3rd one.
Yes, totally. So,
what did you do to me? What you asked me to?
Yes. I know. I know. So anyways, I get the criticism. I didn't find it as, I don't know. I felt people like they were like offended by it almost. And I was like, all right, I had fun. Yeah, like it was still good.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. I think you'll like it, but I think you'll probably have a similar take to me.
Oh God, is it another Blood and Ash book 6?
No.
I mean, to be fair, all their plot lines did culminate in the end to like do the big reveal. I guess that had a reveal as well. You'll see.
I don't want to.
You finished 5?
I haven't done. I have to do 6 now, right? The Primal.
Yeah.
That's the one that you struggled.
I feel like maybe 7 will be really good.
Just hanging in there, folks.
I am. I cannot read them.
I know. That's the thing is it's like
it is a slog.
It's justification of effort. You're like, I've come this far. Like I'm here.
Just call me Tamlin.
The Office has one of the best finales of like a sitcom
Really good finale.
ever. It's the line.
Except does Aaron get together with Pete? That makes me sad.
I like
Oh, I'm okay
no,
with her
like
and
I
Pete.
want them to, but it doesn't really say.
there's no-
Yeah, it doesn't say. I'm like, no loose ends. Hate
Right.
loose ends.
I know. And that is what I liked about it, is it kind of was like tied everything up. Creed getting arrested.
Also, we never got to see the letter that Jim wrote to Pam in the
In the teapot. Never. I know.
He could never write anything good enough that they would say. So like,
I know.
the
It's
insinuation
better.
of it is better.
It's better in your imagination. No, the line that Andy says when he's like, I wish you knew that these were the good old days before you're out of the good old days. That is one of the best lines in TV ever, because it's like, yeah,
So true.
it's such a good reminder.
Mm-hmm.
We are in the good old days. I'm
Right
like,
now.
our right now.
Right? Meow.
And it is about to get good. The getting is good in my chapters. I know you were like, I've gotten all the good chapters. I feel bad, and I get Starfall. And I was looking at my section. I was like, yeah, but I get there's only one room at the inn. So I'm happy.
Why doesn't that ever happen?
I know. Are we ready?
I think so.
It is time to talk. Oh, we're not ready.
JK.
Just kidding. TV, are you ready? TV's ready.
Totally ready.
Kitties, ready? Momo's like,
Momo
indeed.
is wide-eyed
Indeed, I
baby.
am.
Like, I am so sleepy.
I really want to. We need to put like cats somehow on social media, especially Momo. Her face is made to go viral.
I know.
Like, she's a cartoon. Okay, kitties are ready. TV's ready. We're ready. It is time to talk lore, lust, and loose morals as we unpack adventures, escape to new worlds, and of course, swoon over our best book boyfriends.
Come closer, babes, and abandon all self-control. Today we're living in chapters 44 to 49 of A Court of Mist and Fury, and the spoiler floodgates are wide open.
Whoosh.
We are not staying in our lane. This episode pulls from the entire ACOTAR universe, with bonus cameos from Crescent City and Throne of Glass, because boundaries are fictional. If you haven't read it all, we recommend fleeing immediately. If you have, you're exactly where you belong.
This podcast has all of our favorite R words: romance, racy, risque, and of course,
RHYSAND.
as such, it is rated R. Please listen accordingly.
We'll kick off every episode with Babes Between the Lines,
Where we read what's written, obsess over what isn't.
and dig past the dialogue so you don't miss the magic, motives, or mistakes.
I'm like getting cozy. I've got my little matching lounge set here. I'm ready. Take me away.
I'm in like a sweater dress that I've like.
You're very cozy and chic.
Modest.
Also, folks, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. I will try to minimize the snuffling and.
No, you don't even sound sick.
Oh,
Am I in chapter 44? Are these mine?
these are yours. I'm like, I didn't write this.
It was so long.
Looking at you, you're looking at me.
I'm like,
Go.
mine. Chapter 44. We open with a quiet but meaningful shift. Feyre notices herself again, with sleep returning and the puking finally retired. A little boost from the immortal blood doing its thing, she looks healthy. Color back in her face, fullness in her cheeks. Imagine that. Nourishment, safety, and rest actually help.
Oh my God.
Revolutionary.
New mothers all around the world are like, what's that?
Isn't it funny when you like your doctor's like you're depressed and they're like you should eat healthy and exercise, and you're like I don't want to, and then you do it and you feel better.
Oh. You're like, they were right.
Works.
God damn it.
Fine. And then it's time for Starfall.
Woo woo.
And one of my favorite parts, the dress.
Woo.
This is not clothing. This is an event. Blue gems so pale they look almost white, clinging like liquid light. Diamond cuffs flashing at her wrists. Feyre says it best. I might have looked like a shooting star. We get it. It's so beautiful. I know this is one of your favorites too. Like this dress. You were going to try and do the dress for our
It's
party.
impossible.
Yes, it is impossible.
You can never.
It's like a puddle of starlight.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the lake of starlight.
Don't.
Jessica's like,
Don't.
that fucking lake.
I am not in the mood for that lake today. Today is not the day, and I am not the one. Momo. No,
She
no.
doesn't think we need the lights anymore.
Rotten kitty. I need the lights. I got a CO2 laser facial 3 days ago, and this skin needs some assistance, okay? Don't fuck with this.
With Rhys nowhere in sight, rude, Cassian is the first on scene, freshly scrubbed of Illyrian leathers and dressed in a black tunic that understands its assignment.
Ooh.
He clocks immediately that Feyre has been avoiding any and all Rhys conversations lately during training, and tonight is no exception. High emotional intelligence king.
Seriously, right? This whole idea that Cassian's like some like mindless brute. I'm like, nah. Mm-mm.
You guys, he's misunderstood.
Yeah.
By those in the book. We get him. The fandom gets you.
That's right. This fictional man.
Yeah. He flies her to the House of Wind, and as they cut through the air, Feyre wishes, not for the first time, that she had wings. Soon, Feyre, darling.
So soon.
Mor spots her instantly upon arrival, sweeping in with warmth and glittering affection. As Cassian and Azriel hover nearby, Mor fills in more of her past. Why she slept with Cassian, how it happened that night in the Illyrian camp, and what Rhys's reaction was. Which was like not great.
What was his reaction?
He was pretty upset.
With
who? So he kind of didn't want to step in and save her. And so he was mad because she did this and he knew what was going to happen to her because of it.
Right.
Like, so he was just really upset. And he wasn't upset with Cassian and he wasn't upset with Mor, but he was like upset at the situation because he knew how it was going to turn out.
Right. So what did he do?
Nothing.
Oh, he was just mad.
Yeah, he did not. He was mad, and then he feels guilty. Obvious, and I think we get into this a little bit later, but he feels guilty because he didn't help Mor, and so she felt like she had to sleep with Cassian in order to not be married to Eris.
Right.
So he feels I think probably anger at himself as well.
Right. Yes.
I mean, what else is new?
Totally, right? Like his need to be everybody's savior.
Mm-hmm. Mm. We also learn that Cassian and Mor have obviously had lovers since. And Mor suggests that Cassian simply wants what he can't have. The conversation ends just as Rhys appears behind Feyre, startling her, and yes, she absolutely stares. Because, sir, look at you. He looks good. So basically Mor, I guess she just says because Feyre had been noticing, obviously the three of them and the awkwardness.
Right.
And her question was kind of are you and Cassian
a thing?
What's kind of going on? And then Mor's like, oh God, no. Yeah, I don't know. It is kind of weird. I mean, it makes sense for the story. I don't love the triangle.
No.
It's not the right kind of tension. Also, I love Azriel, so.
Yes, and remind me, she has not had the heart to tell Azriel that she prefers women.
No.
But she had the heart to do that to him, to sleep with his best friend.
Yes.
Yeah. More bad news.
That's a bad call.
Yes.
Mm.
But, so, I don't know if I say this later on. Maybe in Theories and Thirst. I'll just say it now. So, in the chapter, it describes Mor as seeing Cassian. She didn't know him before. She hadn't met him before. And she said, I just knew that he was going to be the most powerful Illyrian warrior the world had ever seen. So, is part of her truth telling also truth seeing maybe? Maybe she can see the future? Do we know?
I don't know.
But it could be.
Maybe.
If they have an orb of truth that shows people the truth.
But why do you need the orb if you have this power?
I don't know.
The Morrigan.
The Morrigan. Anywho.
Anyway, moving on.
Then Valaris goes dark, every light extinguished, the city holding its breath, and the stars take over.
Ugh.
Quote, the stars cascaded over us, filling the world with white and blue light. They were like living fireworks, and my breath lodged in my throat as the stars kept falling and falling.
Oh, so pretty.
The most beautiful. Oh, I'd never seen anything so beautiful. Starfall, we learn, is not a celebration for celebration's sake. These are spirits traveling through the night court on their way to somewhere.
And is this like a theory? Or are they like, no, we know they're spirits? Or is it like, oh, it's believed that they're spirits?
I think it's that they're believed that
That's
they're
what I thought.
spirits. Yeah.
Okay.
It's ancient, sacred, a passing, not a party. And for Rhys, it carries weight.
Mm.
On a private balcony, Feyre and Rhys finally share space again. But there are no apologies. Just the quiet acknowledgement that neither meant what they said. Rhys jokes that her missing him felt like punishment enough. Because of course he does. Feyre clocks how he uses humor to soften dark truths, how she feels safe around him, maybe even happy. Then comes the truth beneath Starfall. Amarantha used to keep Rhys with her all night on this very evening, every year, turning something beautiful into something brutal.
Oh, like wouldn't let him see, or like would take him and like make him witness it with her.
Like fed him all night.
Ugh.
Yeah. I think they use the word service her.
Oh, disgusting.
So he like doesn't really love Starfall anymore, but he talks about how he loves seeing his friends love it, and like how it's so beautiful this year because obviously Feyre's there and like everyone's kind of dancing and laughing.
Right.
And it's like
bringing the beauty back.
Yes. And he's like, oh, not that he thinks it was worth it, even though he does. Like he doesn't say that on the page, but like I think that's why he feels that way.
Poor Rhys. That's horrible.
It is. It's terrible. Even now, the night is hard for him. He carries it alone so his friends can keep their joy intact. Feyre notes that they would want to share the burden, and Rhys gently chides her for being so good at letting people in when he struggles to do the same. He's like, yeah, you're so good at that, Feyre.
Right.
Like, they're both just so similar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then magic. Literally, Feyre turns and sparkles explode, and suddenly she's a walking constellation. Rhys laughs, truly laughs, right before a glitter bomb explodes into the side of his face, covering him in stardust. So this is interesting how they're like, oh, they're spirits, but then they like smack them in the face, and you're like, so someone just died on my face,
right?
Like,
covered in like dead person goop,
glitter.
Yeah.
I hope I die as like a glitter bomb.
Right.
That would be amazing.
Oh my god! Okay, wait. Who? Carrie Fisher, the actress from Star Wars, who played. Yep. Okay. So she would come to the expos, and everyone knew this about her, that she would always have glitter in her pockets, and she would walk and she would just pick random people and glitter bomb them. And so you would never know, like you could go like a week with Carrie Fisher and she wouldn't do it, and then all of a sudden she would just pick someone and she would just walk by and she would just reach her hand into her pocket and then glitter bomb someone. She was such a magical human. It was really sad. It was like a thing everyone knew, and everyone was like, who's she gonna glitter bomb? Like
they like slowly walk past her.
They're like, please, me, making eye contact. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Anyways, maybe it's Carrie Fisher in the sky. Just like, here you go.
Glitter for everyone. Now where was I? With all this glitter talk.
They dissolve into cackling laughter?
Yes. They do. Wild, unguarded, and perfect. In the middle of it, Feyre lifts her hands and paints starlight across his wrist and hand, and then thinks to herself, quote, I'd painted again.
Her first time since the spring court. Amazing.
Rhys asks her to keep going.
Rhys.
And Feyre smiles, quote, broad and without restraint. He breathes, you're exquisite. Babes, we are not okay. Oh. Then Feyre calls in her bargain. You owe me 2 thoughts.
Oh.
The second breaks something open. Rhys regrets their first kiss. And we talked about this before. And you thought it was chapter 54, and I agreed with you. But no, it's here where he talks about it. It devastated him, not because it happened, but because it ended. And because that it was, I guess you would say, well, not even quotes. It was not consensual.
Non-consensual, yeah.
I mean, she did not enjoy it.
Right, and that's it. She does describe it in, like, interesting language. But yes, like, she was like, no, didn't want it.
Yeah. But anyways, not because it happened, but also because it ended. He wanted to continue that night, and he wanted it.
Of course.
To not be their first kiss. They look at each other with hunger and longing, and Feyre asks him to dance.
I love this part.
I know. Not alone, just the two of them, but down there with everyone. I did not mind stepping out of the shadows, did not mind even being in the shadows to begin with, so long as he was with me. That's what she thinks to herself. Rhys, of course, agrees to dance with her, and as they go, he smiles at her softly and says, quote, I am very glad I met you, Feyre. And babes, we are officially stargazing with feelings.
This is why like people are obsessed with this like fictional man, is the adoration that he has for Feyre.
Yeah. Blatant.
Oh, it just is so lovely.
Agreed. Aligned. Chapter 45. We begin exactly where Feyre cannot stop living, last night.
Oh,
I know.
just replaying it over and over.
She replays it all.
Yes.
Dancing with everyone, Rhys happier than she's ever seen him, the way it felt to move with him slowly into the wee hours. The safety, the ease, and back at the townhouse, he kisses her softly on the forehead and leaves her there, absolutely wrecked. Feyre waits 30 minutes for a midnight rendezvous that never comes. Feyre Archeron. Yeah, she's dirty bird.
Like she like goes back and she like waits up thinking he'll show.
They like have a moment in the hall. He kisses her forehead and like sends her to bed, and then she's like probably laying in bed like,
come on, let's do this.
To walk through,
and he doesn't.
No, he does not. Our High Lord, he's a tease. Sleep is impossible. She tries not to think about Rhys, not to think about his body, how he felt pressed against her, how his mouth brushed her ear. Spoiler, she thinks about it anyway.
She does her darndest, but
torture for her and us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And then comes the guilt, because, well, what would Feyre be without her guilt? Feyre spirals into remembering Tamlin as the man who gave her safety, who did good things once, who wasn't always awful. Which, yes, deeply relatable. Breakups have a way of sanding down the sharp edges until you're only holding the highlights. So I think everyone does this. Like, you think back on past relationships and you're like, oh yeah, it was so great. And then you're like, my God, no.
I feel like it's like
it wasn't.
Right. But I feel like it's phases. Like there's phases where you're like, oh my God, and you romanticize it. And then there's phases where you're like, fuck, I hate them. It was terrible. And like usually the truth is somewhere in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Like people are not black and white. We're all gray. Relationships are the same.
Yeah, totally. Then we're off to the Illyrian war camp. Bleak doesn't really begin to cover it. Rock, mud, crude structures, no warmth, no beauty, no frickin' joy. Feyre thinks about Cassian growing up here.
Yes.
This is so like cute and heartbreaking. So, a small boy in the cold, shaped by a place that offered nothing freely. And notably, she refers to Cassian and Azriel in this moment as her friends. So like she thinks about Cassian and like this is just truly like
yes,
he's like
yes, especially the part where he's like when Rhys is like seeing him like
through the window.
Yes, going off to his little hut in like the storm, and then he doesn't really like him because they had fought earlier that day, but he's like, all right, fine, get in here. Like,
so
I know.
But yeah, anyways, as they get to the Illyrian war camp, Feyre's like refers to Cassian and Azriel like as her friends. And I think she had done this previously, but I don't know, it has a fondness this time. And like I think being where they grew up really kind of like made her appreciate like how strong they are and like what they overcame, and maybe gave her like a deeper appreciation for them.
I'm sure it did. Yeah.
I like this part. Things turn icy when a male informs them that women are training and there's no need to check, but they must complete their chores first. Enter Lord Devlin.
Right.
He is terrible. Feyre notes he's considered the mildest of them. Of like all the Illyrian lords in the camps, he's like, Rhys refers to him as like the mildest.
Right.
So in the Illyrian war camps, before Rhys became High Lord, women were not allowed to train and they clipped their wings and all the horrible things. And they talk about how deeper in I guess, in Perithian, like, or in the, I don't want to say jungle, forest. It's not a jungle. It's a forest. They're like worse. So the ones that are kind of more on the outside and like that they get more visits.
Like exposure to like,
Exactly. They're like, I don't want to say less traditional, but they are referred to as like more milder and like women have started training. Yeah, I hate the Illyrian war camps.
Yeah, you really understand like how Asriel, it's like Asriel and Cassian's big bone between the two of them that they have to pick is like Asriel hates the Illyrians. Like he hates being Illyrian, he hates their culture, he hates their people, and like that kind of like rubs at Cassian because I think Cassian can like acknowledge that there is a lot within that culture that needs to evolve, but he still holds love and appreciation for the parts of it that he feels are beneficial. And Asriel is just like, nope, I hate it. They're terrible. They're barbaric. Like, yeah. And there's like a few descriptions throughout the books where like someone will like criticize Illyrians and Asriel will be like, yeah. And Cassian like grinds his teeth or like raises an eyebrow or like his lips thin. Like, yeah.
Oh, Cassian. Rhys then, after Lord Devlin chimes in, goes full High Lord. He orders Devlin that the women will train before chores exactly as Cassian commanded. No discussion, no compromise. And here's the key difference. Rhys, when he's introducing Feyre to all these people, there's this one kind of throwaway quote, and he's like, he introduces her to Lord Devlin, and he kind of is like spits at, I don't think he spits at her, but like basically is like, oh, you, the pet. I think he says she's a pet. And then Rhys is like, says something like, you'll treat her with like the utmost respect and this and that, or else like you'll find yourself chopped up into little bits. And then, but then he's like, and then after Feyre's done with you, I'll burn all the pieces. So he like positions her as like super
she's
powerful,
the one who'll do
and like
it.
is like a threat. And so whereas Tamlin's like,
I'll defend Feyre.
Yeah.
I'm the big bad.
Yeah.
And Rhys is like, don't fuck with my high lady because she'll fuck you up.
Yeah. Oh, I have goosebumps.
Yeah.
So good. I love that part. Also note, the camp is terrified of tiny ancient ones.
As they should be.
Correct response.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
But they all kind of are like, like don't know where to look, don't look her in the eye.
Right.
And like, I love that for her. She's so cute. She's cute.
And terrifying.
Yes. Rhys, he doesn't ever undermine Cassian. And which is great, because obviously Cassian is in charge of everything, like within the Illyrians. But he does have to, and I don't really get why. Like, I get that the Illyrians don't respect Cassian because he was like a bastard, but Cassian's full Illyrian, the most powerful with all these siphons. So I just don't understand why they won't fall in line. Like, that they still like
give him a hard time.
Yeah. Like, it's not like he hasn't proven himself in like battle and like as a warrior and, you know.
It's just like his affiliation, maybe.
A commander.
Yeah. Because his affiliation with Asriel and RHYSAND.
And here's another question then. Are the Illyrians ruled by the Night Court because Cassian is part of that court?
I don't think so, because
like, did the Illyrians report to the Night Court?
I think they're under the Night Court's jurisdiction because they talk about RHYSAND's dad coming to visit the Illyrians before he met, like that's how he met RHYSAND's mom, because she was Illyrian. So I think he was in charge of the Illyrians and he was coming one day to like visit them and whatever. And then that's when he saw RHYSAND's mom.
When she was going to get her wings clipped.
She was about to get her wings clipped, yeah.
I was just trying to escape. Was like weird. I was like, how did the Illyrians fall under the Night Court? They seem like their own
sort of deal.
Yeah, thing. So I was like, oh, is it because Cassian's part of the Night Court?
Right, and he's kind of their ruler. Yeah, the Night Court has a few like that, right? Like Under the Mountain is like kind of its own deal. The Illyrians are like kind of their own deal. It's interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Why the Night Court got so many little territories?
Maybe because Rhys is just more like, doesn't need to have that thumb on top of everyone. Allows them a little bit more. Well,
his red mist is threatening.
That's right. Yeah. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah. That's Rhys's motto.
Right.
Yeah. As Rhys and Feyre fly off to train, she hears the word traitor echoing in her mind. And then she hears Rhys's voice instead, steady and calming, quote, "She's mine." So he says this previously to Lord Devlin. That's where it comes from. I'm like, where did this come from? Anyways, that's when he says it. Cue in-flight trauma dumping, the only acceptable kind. Rhys explains the treatment of women in the war camps, his tattoos, inked in honor of his mother and brothers, and the blood rite, an Illyrian trial where males are stripped of weapons and magic and dumped into the mountains for survival.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're going to get a lot more of that in a couple of books.
Only a few ever make it to the sacred peak, which is the winning of the blood rite. Spoiler alert. Him, Cassian, and Azriel did. And it's a brutal trial. It's unforgiving, and it's exactly as awful as it sounds.
Sure is.
Then comes the story that breaks Feyre wide open. Rhys tells her how he once befriended Tamlin in secret. So we get the story. I was like, finally, we actually know what happens. Okay. So he befriended Tamlin in secret, maybe out of pity, maybe out of hope, believing he was different from the other High Lord's sons. And then he also tells Feyre about how Rhys was supposed to be home when his mother and sister were killed, and he wasn't.
Right.
So he was supposed to travel with them to meet the Spring Court, and on the way, Rhys was like, I'll just meet you there. And that's when they were killed.
By Tamlin's father and brother.
Yes. How Tamlin betrayed him to his father and brothers. Their heads were sent downriver in boxes to the nearest Illyrian camp. Tamlin's father kept their wings as trophies. Rhys and his father then went to kill Tamlin's family in return. His father promised not to hurt Tamlin's mother, but then murdered her anyway. So Tamlin's mom was never the target. It was the dad and the brothers.
Right.
So when they and then he goes to go after Tamlin.
Right.
So when they reached Tamlin, Rhys tried to stop his father, but Tamlin killed Rhys's father on sight.
Oh, Tamlin could kill Rhys's father?
I know.
Wild.
In that moment, they each become High Lords of their own court.
Boom, boom. Yeah.
And Rhys runs. I know.
That's
I did not remember how that happened.
Me neither.
And because we also had the question, how did Tamlin and Rhys even become friends?
Right.
But yeah, it was because he wanted an ally.
Right.
And he trusted Tamlin.
And maybe hoped he was also going to be a dreamer, like would want to do things differently.
Shock of shocks. And he, when it's like, oh, he betrayed him, I'm like, well, it's not the first time. It won't be the last.
No, certainly not.
As Feyre trains, her power answers her emotions. Water butterflies turning into ice animals, and the forest then igniting in flames. And she fully understands, clearly, Tamlin was never the hero she imagined. Quote, "The power did not belong to the High Lords, not any longer. It belonged to me as I belonged only to me, and my future was mine to decide to forge. Once I discovered and mastered what the others had given me, I could weave them together into something new, something of every court and none of them." Hell fucking yes, Feyre. She's finally coming into her own power and not thinking of it as the other High Lord's powers, that she has a little bit of all of them. She's like, no, it's all mine. Yeah. And it's unique and new. I'm going to fuck shit up.
Yeah. This is why I'm when people are like, she's not a Slytherin, I'm like, oh, yeah, she is. She's ambitious. There are a lot of FMCs in the romantasy world that are they don't want to be queen. They're reluctantly given a crown. And Feyre's like, nah, put that shit on my head. Kneel, bitch.
Even in the first book where she's like, what do you mean there's no high lady?
Right.
And you're like,
she's like,
yeah.
Meh.
Exactly. She's choked about it.
Yeah. No, she's ambitious. Yeah, girl, get your bag. Absolutely.
Exactly. Then she looks at Rhys, wings flared, power humming, and feels it again. The pull, the need. The artist awakening. And she says, quote, I want to paint you.
Ooh, channeling her inner Leo.
Yes, exactly. He lifts her gently into his arms and murmurs in her ear, quote, nude would be best.
He's
And
channeling his inner Rose.
And babes, that's where we leave it. Wings out, power claimed, desire acknowledged, and Feyre Archeron no longer belonging to anyone but herself.
Get it, girl.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 46. We open with some dinner chitty chat. The inner circle discusses the Illyrian war camps, their locations, their traditions, and long-standing practice of weeding out the weak, which, shockingly, is not producing emotionally well-adjusted leaders. So, like, when they're like, oh, yeah, all the leaders are dicks, I'm like, I wonder why.
Right, yeah. It's almost like if we only try to keep the most violent, aggressive, bloodthirsty men, they don't make awesome leaders.
No, they do not.
Wonder what that's about.
It's like Cassian's such an anomaly.
Yeah.
That's why we love him. Cassian is particularly cranky because despite explicit orders, I can't say it. Despite explicit orders,
You got it.
the camp lords are still refusing to properly train the females.
Ugh.
The rage is simmering. The reform is slow. The patriarchy remains deeply annoying.
Oh my god.
As always.
Ugh.
They also discuss when Mor will head to the hewn city. Careful timing, logistics layered with dread. Casual nightmare planning over dinner. Normal night court stuff, of course.
Right, as one does.
Yes, exactly. Eventually, Feyre and Rhys retreat for the night, and tragedy strikes. There are 2 rooms at this inn.
Oh.
The fandom sighs.
Disgusting.
Loudly. Left alone with her thoughts, Feyre spirals into the most predictable way possible. She thinks about how easy it would be to cross the hall, quote, to run my hands over that chest, trace those beautiful lips with my own. Ma'am, please. She drifts back to Calamai, to the night they met.
Oh.
How she never wanted him to leave, even then. How she'd been drawn to him from the very beginning,
Mm-hmm.
even when she didn't understand why.
Mm-hmm.
The thread was there.
Couldn't let him walk away.
Mm-mm. And then, lights out. No hallway crossing, no poor decisions, just longing and restraint.
Gross.
Rude. Morning comes, and with it, more training in the wild. Since Asriel has yet to return with word from Feyre's sisters, or the mortal queens, Feyre, ever the master of emotional avoidance, starts daydreaming about a simple arrangement, friends with benefits. I actually forgot about this, because she's...
Like with Cassian?
No, with Rhys.
Oh, I was like, what? Okay.
She's like, oh, well, maybe it could just be like...
We'll just like hook up.
Yeah. I'm like...
Girl, she's horny.
Mm-hmm. She got needs.
Yeah.
No complications, no feelings, absolutely nothing that could emotionally ruin her. Sure, girl.
Sure. Right.
Because Rhys's stare is doing things to her, devouring things. And then the bond brushes against her mental shields, and suddenly she's hit with, quote, flashes of hunger so insatiable that it was an effort to focus on the task ahead and not on the feeling of what his hands had been like stroking my thighs, pushing me against him.
Stop.
Like, she has got it so freaking bad.
So bad.
I just kind of, and I mean, I know we love chapter 54, but I just kind of wish they would have this falls a bit into like the miscommunication trope where it's like, he clearly likes her, she clearly likes him, and they're both just like, I don't want to be the first one to say.
Right. It's like the tension building.
Yes.
Mm.
Except this time I'm like,
Just do it.
do it. Sir, you are a high lord. Like, contain yourself. Rhysand, fully aware and entirely unrepentant, enjoys this. Feyre responds appropriately, hissing, and issues her standard vulgar gesture.
The hissing, the vulgar gesture. It's on brand.
Yes, exactly. Which only makes it worse, because, quote, that amusement turned into full delight, and then a lick of pleasure that went down my spine. Lower. This man is a menace.
Yeah,
and
he
the licking is back, folks.
I love when they describe him like smiling with like wicked delight and stuff like that. And you get that like, oh, he's naughty.
He is naughty. Not as naughty as Cassian. And not as naughty as Asriel.
We hope.
TB frickin' D. Oh. Just as things are teetering on the edge of absolutely not training anymore. Interruption. Enter our favorite fox.
He's back.
Lucien. Like a narrative cold shower, though.
Did you just say Lucian?
Lucian. I did say Lucian.
You said Lucian. I was like, who is Lucian?
That's what I said the first episode too. And you were like, you say Lucian? I say Lucian. And then I started saying Lucian.
It's Lucian.
Lucian.
Yeah.
Like a narrative cold shower. And just like that, the tension gets shoved back into the box labeled later.
Oh, not that much later though, folks. I wish I was not as unwell as I am because we're about to have a really good time. Chapter 47. Lucian has his game face on. No joking asides, no snarly quips. Our boy means business. Quote, we've been hunting for you for over 2 months. And that word,
I was going to say,
hunting.
Not looking, not searching, not worried, not wondering.
Hunting, like she's prey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and she clocks it. And it reignites in Feyre all of her old trauma from the spring court. And her voice is cold when she asks how they found her. And Lucian reveals they were tipped off. I feel like in this moment, I just was like, oh my God, it's happening the first time I read through. Like, obviously on a reread, you're like, fucking high burn.
Because he has the trace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lucian steps forward and Feyre steps back. Quote, we need to get you out of here. He hasn't been himself. I'll take you right to. No, she breathes. And no, dear court, for anyone who needs reminding, is a full and complete sentence.
Good one.
Lucian really takes her in, sees the changes that have been wrought in her, the weight gained, the strength not only in her body, but in her gaze. He tells her they need to go home, stepping closer to her again, and again, she backs away. The stream behind her now just inches away. She realizes as the fox closes in that he intends to grab her and winnow away. She grabs her bow and angles an arrow at him, like at Lucian. Like
okay,
she's
Andres.
like literally
Duck and cover, duck and cover.
She'll do it. Yeah. And he tells her to put it down as he and his sentinels close in on her, herd her, and suddenly he lunges. Quote, I was not the High Lord's pet any longer. And as Lucian's finger brushes the arm of her jacket, she winnows away, turning into nothing but night and smoke and ash, now appearing behind the spring court sentinels and next to RHYSAND. Rhys picks at a piece of lint on his tunic, fully in his evil villain mask. That's like his, he's in like, yeah, he's doing his, like he's put on his mask when he's like picking at like invisible lint. Like it reminds me of Amryn looking at her nails, like just can't be bothered. Like so good. Except for Amryn's not faking anyone.
She is.
She's unbothered at all times, except
yeah.
when she almost drowned, and then she was so mad at Rhys. She was like a wet cat. What the fuck are you? God, I would love to see that. Well, someday we will see that. And that scene, like normally so dignified and stately and terrifying, and then she's like bedraggled and wet and like hissing. Quote, little Lucian, didn't the lady of the autumn court teach you that when a lady says no, she means it? Yes, RHYSAND. Oh, love it.
Also, though, like, Lucian should know that because he's had to, like, fight off Ianthe.
Lucian, I hope that in the next book we get a little bit more, like, maybe his POV a couple chapters. Because, yeah, like, and she talks about it here, we'll get into it, but, like, he is not innocent here.
No.
Like, he knows better because he has been the victim of this type of behavior before, and he's perpetuating it. Lucian asks Feyre what she has done. He tells her Tamlin will never stop looking for her, hunting her. Rhys sees the effect these words have on Feyre and tells Lucian to go home while he still can. But Lucian is, as of yet, undeterred. Quote, you made your point, Feyre. Now come home. Like, as if she's Like as if she's like a child that's like, I'm running away, and like goes around the block. And it's like, okay, do you feel better now? Like he's literally treating her, like infantilizing her. Like
she's having a tantrum.
yes, like she's having a
And
tantrum.
that her feelings aren't valid.
Oh, like, and she is done with the blame, done with the gaslighting. She tells Lucian that he is as much to blame as Tamlin. He gave up on her. He stopped fighting for her. He was too afraid to stand up to Tamlin, to do the right thing, to help her. Like she begged him. And he like just could not have the balls to do it.
Bro club.
And Lucian asks her, is the night court so much better?
Yes. Yes, 1,000 times yes.
And while the answer might be yes, Feyre remembers.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the game that she is playing, the role that she is supposed to be assuming. And so her voice becomes icy, her gaze wicked, as she says to Lucian, quote, when you spend so long trapped in darkness, Lucian, you find that the darkness begins to stare back. So good. And to Lucian's horror and Rhys's delight, she conjures dark, membranous wings to sweep up and over her shoulders.
Amazing.
Like so good. This moment, like if it was like, not if, when it's in a movie, like, and she like decides to like, oh yeah, right, the mask. And then she's like talking to Lucian and like wings suddenly sweep out, like big black, oh my God, it'll be so good. I can't wait.
Me neither.
Lucian steps back, is taken aback. He tells Rhys that he and the entire night court are dead. And then winnows away.
He's like, oh my God. But not by me.
Right, yeah.
I must leave.
I'm just terrified.
Must report back.
You're scary. And as Feyre stands looking at the spot where Lucian once stood, she feels a finger trail down her wings. She gasps, arches into that finger, describing the feeling like someone breathing softly onto her ear. As Rhys...
Is that so hot?
Oh, so hot. Yeah, it is. As Rhys picks Feyre up to fly them to a different location, she can't help but think, quote, my warrior. Chapter 48. Okay, folks, it's time to play Guess That Trope. We have forced proximity, one room at the inn, huddling together for warmth. If you guessed all of the above, you're right! Ding, 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 ding. And we are ecstatic. Feyre and RHYSAND make their way to a room in the attic at a nearby inn with one bed.
Is it a twin bed also? Please tell me it's a twin bed.
It's described as being quite small, and the room is particularly small, cramped even, and so chilly willy. Rhys tells her he asked for 2 beds. Sure, Rhys. He goes to grab some food for them, and Feyre changes out of her sodden clothing into a clean, warm pair of tight socks and a sweater. As she sits on the delightfully too small bed, waiting for RHYSAND, she thinks about the day, the interaction with Lucian, how Lucian had been prepared to take her against her will. She can't help but compare RHYSAND and Tamlin, the spring court and the night court, as she remembers how Tamlin had cared for her, given her safety and peace, and then locked her away. She thinks, quote, Amarantha had broken us both, or broken me so that who he was and who I now was no longer fit. Like she really is trying to reconcile, like, how could I have loved this man so much? And now like so many things, like how could I have loved him so much and be so hurt by him? Like how could he have loved me and then done this? How could I have felt that way? And now not that long later being really jonesing after the High Lord of the Night Court. Like I feel like she has a lot of like competing thoughts in her head right now that are making her feel very like, fuck, what am I doing? You know?
I hate that she feels guilty about feeling happy.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
RHYSAND returns with stew and wine and meat pie made with some dubious mystery meat. He tells her to go ahead and eat while he changes. As she eats, listening to Rhys change, she tries to think of ice baths and toe fungus and anything except the naked High Lord of the Night Court just out of view. Once changed, RHYSAND joins Feyre on the bed to eat. Feyre asks Rhys if he thought that she was going to go with Lucien back to the spring court earlier that day. He tells her that he didn't think so, but he had decided that if she willingly took Lucien's hand, he would have found a way to be okay with it. And if she had been taken against her will, he would have torn apart the world to get her back. This is what romantasy girlies love. Like this level of adoration.
Burn the world.
Like literally, like I would have
burn it to the
I will
ground.
kill everyone. No one could stop me. Like, yeah, this idea of being adored is so attractive to like, yeah, to like women. I feel like that's why love bombing can be so effective,
Yes.
right? You're like,
Oh,
whoa,
yes.
yeah. Feyre asks Rhys what he's thinking. And there is like no way that I am not going to quote this. So here we go. Quote.
We're reading the rest of the chapter.
Right, yeah. Just settling, guys. Grab a cup of tea. Fuck, grab a shot of whiskey. I'm thinking that I look at you and I feel like I'm dying. Like I can't breathe. I'm thinking that I want you so badly I can't concentrate half the time I'm around you. And this room is too small to properly bed you, especially with the wings. We're screaming. We're panting. We're fanning ourselves. We're shivering with anticipation. And so is Feyre.
I forgot he said bed you properly.
Oh, such a good line, right? Quote, I'm thinking that I can't stop thinking about you and that it's been that way for a long time. And then she says, we should go to sleep.
Wet blanket.
Thanks, Feyre. Can you imagine, like, you say, like, this, like, super hot, like, I can't bed you properly with the weight, like, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, that's nice. I've been thinking about you, too. Good night. Like, you would just be like, like,
he's got some serious
blue balls. Yeah, it's brutal. Like, to his credit, though, he's, like, quiet for a second.
Good night.
Like, takes a beat, and then he's like, okay. Like, that is our feminist race. You have to make sure not just like consent, enthusiastic consent is what we're looking for, but like what the actual fuck, Feyre. Like, I think when I read this, I probably like threw the book across the room. I was like, it's happening. It's the one bed at the intro. What do you mean you're gonna go to bed? Don't worry. They blow out the candles, slide under the blankets, and then lie there, unmoving, completely, utterly wide awake. Rhys finally comments that Feyre is shivering so hard it's shaking the bed. Oh, it's so chilly. And slides against her big spoon style to help.
Naked?
No. She's got like tights. She kind of, it sounds like athleisure wear. And he's got like
she's in her juicy couture.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And he's got like kind of like a black t-shirt and like, I don't know.
Boxers.
Like something. I can't rember what he has on his pants, but he's got like a tight shirt.
Right. For some reason, Rhys and like a t-shirt
is weird.
Does not compute.
No, he's always in like a tunic.
Or like just his tattied skin.
Yeah, or naked. Yeah. Or Illyrian leathers. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All of which are better than a black t-shirt.
His wing glides over top of her, cocooning them, and she can't help but raise a hand to stroke the soft membrane. His reaction? Something stiff poking into her backside. Her reaction? She goes taut and loose all at the same time. No watery bowels now, Feyre. This is not the time. Yeah. Get a hold of yourself, girl.
Pull it together.
And he asks her what it is that she wants, stroking his hand along her stomach.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
What did you think I was going to say?
Well, you said stroking. So I was like, yes. Yes.
What are we stroking? No. His teeth nip her ear. And she says, to the chagrin of an entire fandom, I want a distraction. I want fun. Liar! She knows it. He knows it. We know it. But if that's what the lady says she wants, he is willing to oblige and give the lady what she wants. His stroking roams up and down, and Feyre lets out a panted, please. And RHYSAND grins wickedly, happy to hear her desperation. As Feyre begins to come undone, Rhys whispers, That's it. And he might as well have said good girl for the effect that it has on the fan base.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah. What'd you say? Tell me. I'm invested.
Honestly, I think this is the hottest chapter. Well, I don't know. Under the Mountain or like in the Hewn City. That's pretty hot. This is hot. They're both very hot.
Hotter than the Hewn City.
I don't know. They're hot in like different ways.
Yes.
Feyre twists to face him, and they finally kiss. Not on the cheek, not as part of some weird show for Amarantha, but a real kiss. One they both want.
The skies open and the angels descend.
And Feyre thinks to herself, quote, I was going to eat him alive.
Yes.
I know. When I like was listening to it and it said that part, I laughed out loud. Like, I do love SJM really does have her heroines, like they have a strong sexual appetite, and like so do the males. And like often, especially I think about like Nesta and Cassian, they both are very like, they take turns kind of being a bit dominant, and like and this right here, like Rhys is taking the lead a little bit, but like she's not like a passive like, oh well, if you must, like I'm gonna eat you alive. Like, ooh, Lord, she's a lioness.
Also, not a virgin. How the fuck?
Not a virgin. No,
thank God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
all these virgins are like, be gentle. I'm like, take me harder.
Oh my God. Rhys holds her back, telling her he wants to wait until they're in a room where he can do all the things that he's been dreaming of. And as he spoons her once more, to her and everyone else's surprise, Feyre falls asleep. Yeah. I mean, she like finishes, like he like fingers her, and she's like, yeah, she's like, oh, I'm gonna, like, she finishes and she's like, I'm gonna eat him alive. And then she goes to try and like touch him, and he's like, And then she's like, what are we gonna do now? But then like he's like stroking her hair, and she's like, well,
okay, no.
I mean, this is okay actually. Like,
can I give you my brush?
Right, yeah. Chapter 49. Feyre wakes up having had, shocker, one of the best sleeps of her life. And as Rhys
has needed an order.
Seriously. And as Rhys opens his eyes, they stare at each other, and Feyre asks why he made that bargain with her under the mountain. And he tells her he did it because he wanted to keep her alive in a way that wouldn't be seen as merciful. And Feyre feels her stomach sink. This idea again that she was a pawn. Like, he's like, I wanted to like piss off Amarantha. I wanted to rile up Tamlin. I wanted to like keep you alive, but in a way that like wouldn't be merciful. And she like feels used again in that moment. Like,
yes.
Like she's like a bit hypersensitive to that, which I understand.
Yeah.
And she like, once she gets the context, she understands more.
But like also it tracked with like what she believed him to be at that point.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's hard to fault him for that in that moment, because what else was he supposed to do? Just be like, oh, I'll save you, just
right. And then Amarantha would have been like,
what the actual fuck?
No,
and cover blown.
Totally. It was a hard line he was walking.
Yeah.
They fly off, and neither of them speaks about what happened the other night, what they did. They're both just like, classic. Anyways, how was your breakfast? Like, Feyre can tell Rhys wants to tell her something, but all day he's holding it back until finally they're like flying through the sky, and Feyre asks him, what? Like, out with it. What is it? And
nothing.
He says to her, I have one more story to tell you. And he seems sort of like anxious and scared about it. And then just before he's about to launch into it, italics, bold, underline, suddenly he's bellowing with pain. Ash arrows tipped with poison piercing him, shredding his wings, piercing his legs. They tumble through the air, sending Feyre flying away from him, and she throws out a wall of hard air to break her fall. She lands, Rhys nowhere in sight. She reaches down the bond. Nothing. Like that moment, like, must have been terrifying. Like, is he dead? Like, what do you mean there's nothing? Like, just vast emptiness.
Thank God this is romantic, folks. If it was Game of Thrones, he'd be dead.
Oh, gone for sure. Yeah. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? She pants over and over in her mind down the bond. She is horrified, terrified, anxious, but she allows her fear to focus her, calm her. She's envisioning Cassian's training. She winnows through the trees, searching for him, using her shape-shifting ability to give herself a nocturnal creature's eyes, allowing her to see in the dark. Like, she is like, she starts to panic, right? Like, she's panicking, kind of like in the Weaver's cottage, like, fuck, 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 fuck. And then it's like, she's like, nah, calm down, like, get shit done. And it's like, it's Cassian's training, being like, focus, like, feel your power, feel your strength. She begins to find ash arrows, following their path until she finally finds Rhys's blood trail, surrounded by hundreds of arrows, his scent calling to her. Feyre leans into her inner huntress, noting the additional footprints, the freshness of the blood. The path eventually splits, both carrying his scent. So they must have used his clothes to try and create like a red herring so that they knew she would track him and be like, oh, which way? But one path scent has a little extra scent attached to it, and she tries not to think about what exactly her scent is doing on the one path, but she's like, oh yeah, I guess you were kind of, messing around last night, and now he smells like her. So she's like, well, guess I'll follow that one.
Perfect.
She finds a cave, Rhysand chained and covered in blood, his back a mess.
This part, I'm like, what happens next?
His back a mess from having been whipped bloody and raw. His wings are pierced with no less than 7 ash arrows. And at this sight, it is Feyre's turn to explode. She slits the throats of the guards, winnowing and slicing, until the only hearts still beating in that cave are hers and Rhysand's. Like, she is just described as like feral in this moment, like doesn't care who they are, woman, man. Like, she just is like, boom, boom, boom. Like, thinking that for every drop of blood Rhys has bled, she is like literally out for blood. Like, until you bleed as much as he had, I'm not done.
She is fierce.
Oh yeah. Again, like, people who are like, oh, like, she's a Slytherin. I'm like, oh yeah, she is. She begs Rhys to winnow them away because she knows that the other party that went down the other path is like eventually going to
come back.
Right. But he can't. Whatever was on those arrow tips has weakened him too greatly. So it is not the High Lord of the Night Court who saves her, but Feyre Cursebreaker, who drapes his heavy arms over her shoulders and saves him, winnowing them away. She manages to get them away to another part of the forest, not far, but far enough. She begins to extricate the arrows, and it is absolute agony for Rhys, for her, because they have the bond as well. So, like, not only is she watching someone she loves in, like, probably what would be described as, like, the most pain that they could go through, anything with their wings, right? But also, like, she feels it. Like, it's horrible. And so, to distract him and herself from the pain, she tells Rhys of how one summer Elaine bought her paints and how she painted their dresser.
Oh, the dresser.
Silver flames for Nesta and flowers for Elaine. And when he asks what she painted for herself, she tells him she painted the night sky. And Rhys goes absolutely still.
Oh, I have goosebumps again.
She wonders aloud if she knew, even then, what she was waiting for. Finally, I know, it's so good.
So good.
All the arrows are out. She tells Rhys to rest, and just before he passes out, he tells her, quote, I was looking for you too. Hot takes, theories, and thirsts.
Oh my
I'm so glad I got that section. I love the one, like, forced proximity trope. I'm like, yeah, get it. There's, like, in that one series that you never read that I really liked until I really didn't like it. The one Caitlin read it too. The something Queen. That is a corny, stupid name. The Heart Queen. Anyway. There is a scene in the second book where they're like, Anna, like, are like trying to hide and they jump into a closet. I'm like, oh yeah, forced proximity, let's go. And then of course they're like inches away from each other. She could feel his lips, like his breath on her ear, of course. And then, all of a sudden it's not just his breath, but his lips. And oh my God, it's my favorite. So I was very happy when you were like, I got Starfall. And then I was looking and I was like, yeah, but I got the motherfucking in.
Oh,
I was happy. Yeah. I didn't add anything into Hot Takes, Theories, and Thirst. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I just looked at it and I was like, oh, fuck. We're having a time.
We are having a time today. I'm like not on. I'm just not on today.
I'm hacking away. Oh, yeah.
Forced proximity.
Mm.
Oh,
don't. I'm extra excited now.
So I was just reading last night and it was like they build tension in like a very non-obvious way. Like you feel it because
of course
like you're human.
You have a pulse.
Hot-blooded woman. And then you get to this one part and like nothing happens. Well, not nothing, but like it doesn't happen. And I was, but like the letdown is almost as good as like the actual doing it. I don't know, the way it was written, I was just like,
tension is good. Tension's hot.
Like, and then like again, night night, and you're like,
oh yeah.
But actually, I think they're both so drunk they passed out. But regardless,
yeah, like Vera is like, we should go to bed. I was like, and I like that SJM isn't like Reese is like, okay, like it's like he's silent for like a heartbeat. Like in Shelly's like, are you fucking
okay?
All right, like
yes, let's
right. Again, though, we don't just want consent. Enthusiastic consent. That's what we're looking for.
I don't even want to talk about anything else.
I know.
Let's just talk about this.
About at the end. We can just grab the book, read those pages. Yeah. Wait, Allie, which section what was the hottest? You've only read 2.5 books, but what would you say was the hottest part for you? We've got Hewn City. We've got this one. We've got when they finally do it.
Wait, you're forgetting about all the really great scenes in book 1.
I was just going to say, we've got Tamlin. Everything she does with Tamlin.
The licking.
The tear licking.
Let's not forget.
With her shard of an arm.
I really like Hewn City.
Hewn City's good.
It's a good one.
Two, both voyeurs, eh? Or exhibitionists, one of the two.
No, I don't think so, but I enjoyed that.
That is an exhibition.
It totally.
If I have ever.
Oh yeah, in front of the whole court. Like I could not, but I was like, "Girl, get it."
Yeah, me neither. Okay, I do want to talk about one thing.
Okay.
So there is a brief mention of ravenous hunger on Azriel's face that was so intense it made Feyre's stomach tighten.
When? Looking at more?
I don't know, but I forget when this happens. But I wrote it down because I was like, anything with Azriel. Like, must write
right
down.
Yeah.
Yes. He's like, but it's not in a way that like she feels
turned on.
No,
she is turned on.
Yeah, like she's
like, whoa.
Yeah, she's like, whoa.
Right.
I feel like it's like, what's that? It's like, you couldn't handle my full attention. Yeah, there's like a show or stuff. Maybe it's another book where it's like, you couldn't handle my full attention. And that's how I feel about Azriel.
Oh.
He like blinks in the book and I'm like, to feel the full, like when he's putting the necklace on Elaine.
So hot.
I'm like,
all he does is puts Allie, you haven't read this part, hey?
Oh,
this is a bonus chapter. And he gives Elaine a necklace and all he does is puts it on her. That's it. And everyone is like so hot. Yeah.
I think he breathes on her neck and ear.
Sure.
I'm sure he does.
Let's
read that chapter.
Ooh, that could be our that idea.
Myself again for no apparent.
You are right. I wonder why. Could read the bonus chapter.
So our sisters are like, they love their mates, but like I also like that they aren't like past noticing, like
Other like
Nesta
men.
notices Azriel, like
Feyre
with
also is noticing
I
Azriel.
mean, okay, let's just say
Everyone notices Azriel.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, wow, hey.
They're like, that guy.
Yeah.
What's his deal anyway with his shadows? And,
Yeah.
he never talks.
What's his deal?
It's
Just curious.
He's so mysterious. He's like, I feel like he's like the one at, like, if they were in high school, he'd be like the one at the party where it's like, hey, who's your friend?
Right. Yeah.
Who's that
Who's
guy?
that
I haven't seen him before. Does he
guy?
go to another
Yeah.
school?
Yes. Does he go to another school? Is he new?
Yeah.
Is he a transfer?
So yes, Azriel.
So yes, back to our favorite topic, Azriel.
Yes. Azriel, one room at the end. I mean,
We're happy girls.
a little finger banging,
Oh,
wing touching.
finger banging and wing touching.
If that isn't.
Who can complain?
Yeah.
Nobody. We're all happy.
Nobody. That's the bookmark for today, babes. But don't worry, we'll keep your seat warm. Restraint is slowly becoming optional, and feelings are in free fall. For now, we're choosing peace. For now.
When we return, banter that crosses several lines and moments so charged they feel illegal to consume in public. Also, chapter 50 fucking 4. No context, no warnings, just us, tissues, tension, and entire fandom still not over it.
No, we are not.
No.
But we do want to hear from you as we continue to build this little corner of our world and fall in love as we dive into fantastical worlds, fabulous folklore, and fun, males and men. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at A Court of Books and Babes Pod. And please take 5 minutes to rate and review our podcast on Apple and or Spotify and share it with all the babes in your life.
Until next time, stay bookish, babes.